So Kristen, whenever you are ready, you may get started.
Okay, I'm ready.
It's
All right.
recording.
Hey, ladies. So my name's Kristen. I'm a 12K leader for any of the new girls that might be on tonight. I just wanted to come on and say, hey, it's been a long time since I've done one of these. So I just wanted to talk to you guys about like what your vision is. When I talk about vision, I talk about like where you see your life going. I know like when I was younger, I always had a vision of what my life would be, and it did not turn out anything like I thought it was going to. I come from a divorce, my parents are divorced. I got pregnant when I was 14. I had my first son when I was a freshman in high school. That was after I made the dance team and got into the high school that I wanted to go to. So all of that changed. Not only that, but I experienced physical abuse in relationships early on from his father. And that just kind of led into every relationship that I had after that, which kind of set the tone of the last 27 years of my life, which, not only that, but I did finish high school. I did finish college. I got 3 college degrees. So every time that my life kind of crumbled, I saw a vision of somewhere better for me to be. So I always pushed for that. And then something else would get in my way, and then I would crumble again, and then I would push forward. You know what I'm saying? So I've been homeless before. I think I've been evicted like 3 times. My sister evicted me one time when I was pregnant. I've been on welfare. I've been on food stamps. I've been on WIC. I've lived in the projects. I mean, I've done it all. Like, I've experienced probably everything in life in the last 27 years. But the reason I say that is because when we think about a vision, if you think about your imagination, whether it's like a vacation or that dream home or those things that you envision, there's a reason that you envision those things. And I was watching a motivational speech this weekend that Steve Harvey did. And he said that those visions that we have, God actually puts those there for us personally. So when people like downplay what your dreams are or what your visions are, kind of like in a business like this, I know a lot of us have gotten not positive feedback from family and friends. And just know that it's okay. But the visions that we have for our future is for us because God gave those to us personally. He didn't give those to other people to see those for us. Does that make sense? So, you know, when we talk about vision, and then of course like everything that I have been through, I've had a failed marriage. I think I've lost everything that I've ever owned like 3 times. So I've really rebuilt my life over and over and over and over. And before I started this business, I prayed. I was like, God, you have got to give me something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's going to be, but something has to give. And that's when I started seeing Shay pop up in my Instagram stories. And she was actually the one that had reached out to me and was like, oh my gosh, I love your Instagram handle name. And it was actually an Instagram from my blog that I have. And that's how we got connected. So it was just like that simple, oh my gosh, I love your Instagram name. And then we started a conversation from that. And, life has not been the same since then, since I started these products, of course, and then started this business. And your vision has got to be bigger than you could ever imagine. So if you're not writing down your dreams or you're not writing down your vision boards, like I have a vision board. If you don't have a vision board, I really encourage you to make one. Steve Harvey said that all successful people write their dreams down. And I know Shay has said it, and Jess has said it. And so many other people have said it, that if you write it down, you put it into motion and you speak it out. and make it big. Like it could be as big as you want it to be. And regardless of how big it and crazy and whatever you think it is, you're putting it into motion. So when starting with the business and stuff, it really gave me a platform to reach other women that had been through things that I had been through, abusive relationships and stuff like that. So I had actually met one of my close friends now, and she's actually one of my promoters in a Facebook group. So Facebook groups are really good to connect with people. So whether it's like a women empowerment group or an abuse group or twin group or any group that you can relate to, that's a really good place to find people to connect with. And one of my promoters, Karen, we connected actually this time last year, and she was liking like some stuff that I had said, and then I had posted about just where I was in my marriage and stuff like that and why it had ended, and we related on so many levels. Like she had her first daughter when she was 15. She had been through relationships like I had. It was kind of crazy. So but that's how we connected, and that's how our relationship started. And she just came to me like right around Christmas, and we started talking about the business and the products. She had tried the products, and then she was like, yeah, I'm going to go all in. So I just want her to talk for a minute, if that's okay with you guys, just to give a little background of how we connected and why it's so important to keep your why at the forefront of why we do this business anyways. So Karen, if you can unmute yourself for Ashley. Hmm.
Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm
Yeah.
outside. I had to run from the twins. So you already made me emotional. So excuse me if I cry. Um, give me a second, sorry. I don't know why. I guess it's because when you go through so much crap, then you have these like breakthroughs and you meet people like I have in this group, like Christian, oh, that just understand, like I never really got along with a lot of females. I trusted them. They always kind of just kept on me. So I kept, like Kristen said, I kept seeing her in this group that we were in, and it was about abuse, and I kept seeing her posts, and I thought, wow, like I can really relate to her. She is just so strong, and it just seemed like she had been through some of the same crap. So she had really strong post in that group, and then just reached out to me based on my comment, and she just showed such compassion, and she didn't even really make it about Thrive. Like that's what the crazy part was. Now that I'm like in this, with her, it was just her compassion and just being able to relate. And after we got talking more and more and more, it was insane. Like I'm telling you, absolutely insane how much we had in common. Both parents at a very young age, like they used to say in New York, babies and babies. Um, and I guess I never really thought like I could inspire or like my story really meant anything. I was molested by my father young, and then had a daughter. I was 14 when I got pregnant, had her at 15. And I always had issues with like insecurity and strength, finding the strength for myself. And that's pretty much when I talk about what Thrive and this opportunity that we were being given has done is exactly that. Like finding the strength in myself to do that self-development. Not only feel better, but I feel like, having that energy on the inside has reflected on the outside and in my life. So our vision, I think, as a mom for 22 years now and as a young mom was always like to not struggle, to not be on welfare, to not have to rely on our families, to not just feel so dang like all the weight is just here and it's not leaving. So that was my vision in the beginning, was to financial freedom. I had $55,000 in credit card debt because I was paying like things for that, or like getting groceries with that sometimes. Like it was horrible. So that was my why, I think, in the beginning, but now it's just done so much more. To make it quicker here is just that confidence and that self-development. I'm getting ate up and I'm trying to think of this coronavirus. Sorry. But to stand up for myself and make those changes and make better choices in my life. I now have 6 kids, including a set of twins that just turned 2. So I'm just grateful, Kristen, for you, and for always being there, because if I even had a question, I didn't even never meet her. I just would message her and she just was always there. I mean, I remember trying to do my daughter's apartment and get her ready to come back home. And she would just send me all these voice messages and books to read. And I mean, I've never met anybody like that before. Never. So I'm thankful for you all, and for you, Kristen. I'm just grateful. I've met some amazing women in here, and like I said, I've never had really good luck with females. So I appreciate you guys.
That was so good, Karen. Thank you so much. So, about, of course, our visions, our testimonies, and our stories actually tie into that. So you have to know that your story is powerful, whatever that is for you. I think all of us hold something powerful that's gonna unlock something else in another woman, and that's truly what we are here to do. Yes, our products are amazing and they can make people feel amazing, but when it comes to helping another woman find herself, something that we have gone through is going to actually help her heal, or empower her to push for more. Another thing, when I talk about vision and stuff like that, a lot of us have always tried to figure out life on our own without giving it to God. And I don't know like what your all's religion is in here, but I think we all pretty much rely on our faith. Faith is something that you don't need permission to have, and a vision is just your dreams and thoughts put into motion. um you know Ask God for everything. When you wake up in the morning, look in the mirror and say like 5 things that you want out of your life. Whether that's, for me, it's my next vision is a house. I want a dream home. Yes, I want the stone house. I want the pool in the backyard. I want 2 acres of land. I want a wraparound porch. You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of big visions. If you can envision it, it was given to you for a reason. Stop asking for small stuff. Steve Harvey said. He said, stop asking for your rent to be covered or your your grocery bill to be covered or whatever. He's like, ask for the mortgage. You never know. He's going to give you the mortgage. You know what I'm saying? He said, God can do big things. Back to the vision boards. If you don't have a vision board, I encourage you to do one. We did a vision board Zoom a while back. Maybe we can do one again in the next couple weeks or whatever. But write your dreams down, because those are the principles of, that's one of the principles of success. He said, Albert Einstein says, imagination is the preview to the coming attraction. So basically, it's written in the Bible. And Jess, I'm not going to quote it because I don't know the Bible verse. But he basically said that your visions are what's going to come, what he's going to be able to give you. So, like I said, they are specifically given to you. Faith is the substance of things hoped for. That's in Hebrews. So I just, I just want you guys to know that we have an amazing opportunity here to really achieve anything that we want in this life. And I think we've seen it unfold for so many other people that we know that regardless how people feel about these kind of opportunities or whatever, we have all experienced rewards in one way or another, whether it's being able to get that weekly commission check, being able to get those credits every single month, being able to earn that auto car bonus, being able to pay our bills on time, being able to feed our kids, being able to put gas in your car, or being able to help another woman see that she is worthy and she is enough and she is beautiful and she can have anything that she sets her mind to. So that's all I have for tonight. Does anybody want to add anything? Shay or Jess or anybody? No? I know it's short, but
You're amazing.
yeah.
Saying short and sweet still gets the point across. That was great.
I will just say that was really, 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 really good. Thank you to both of you ladies for sharing that. It just reminds me like what our why, right? When you hear someone else's story, it like connects with you. And that's honestly what connected me and Kristen. It was like I could tell not her whole story, but I could tell something. This girl was like different because of her name on Instagram. It was catchy and it was funny. And I was like, wait, I think I could get down with this girl. And so, you never know what, we say that all the time, and that we want you to connect with people that you actually connect with, where it's not like, hey, you're so pretty, you should be on my team. And it's like, what? Like that's a good team member if you're pretty. Like it doesn't even go together. But to me, like Kristen was saying, finding those people that you can naturally connect with, that you can naturally build a friendship with, a relationship with, you're gonna find that those people, when they join your team, they become so much more than just a team member, right? They become like your friends and your family and your soul sisters and things like that. It goes much deeper, and it's because you were genuine from the start. It wasn't a sale. It was, I want to help another woman. I want to help another woman not just find victory in her finances, but victory in herself, victory in her future and her healing and all of that. And so when you hear stories like this tonight, it just reminds you that what we get to do is so much bigger than $25 off a product, right? It's just so much bigger. And it's hard to explain that to someone other than just living it out. So remind yourself daily, like that there are women out there that need not just, the compensation and the products. They need us. They need a sisterhood. They need a community. And that's something that has always been on me and Jessica's heart, and our vision for what we set out to do here was so much bigger than a rank or a paycheck. And that is from the God honest truth. It's always been that way. And it's why we work endlessly to continue that here, to support and encourage and highlight and showcase your guys' strengths and the potential that you have, and to constantly be doing that. And so we want that to duplicate down. And so for me as a leader to sit here and watch Kristen have someone come on and tell her story, that is really emotional for me because that is a duplicated process that I could only dream of, to know that what we do here is so much bigger and deeper and wider and like higher than we can even imagine. So I just want to encourage you ladies that even if your check isn't reflecting right now what you want it to, don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, because when you do that, you're giving up on others. And others need this just as much as you do. And I know one day it all comes together, but everything that you're working towards right now is not in vain, and it will be fruitful. And so just really want to encourage you guys. I'm excited because I love the promo that we have going on right now. It's one of my favorites, because who doesn't love $25 off something? Like, and there's not like they have to spend a minimum of this, you know what I'm saying? So this is a time to really help women find something that will help them feel better. And we used to say this about church, like if you could feed their belly, you can feed their soul. Like, if you could get them in for potluck dinner and feed their belly, then you could feed something so much deeper. I don't know if you ever heard that, but that's kind of what we're doing here. So if we can help you feel better, we can start to see a difference. Like, that's how it was for me. Like, my body just felt so much better that I was ready to take care of my mind. I was ready to take care of my soul. Like, because I was feeling better physically, I was able to grow in other ways. And so think about it. And just to highlight what Kristen said, when you wake up in the morning, this is something that I feel like I've been very distracted by or with. Like, my mornings, was telling our leaders this morning, I've been sleeping in because Austin's letting me, but it's kind of messing everything up for me. And so, but if you can think boldly from the minute you wake up, can you imagine what can happen the rest of the day? If you can claim things from upon waking up, and you can be bold about it, not, I hope I can pay my rent, but like claiming, hey, my rent's going to be paid. I'm going to have enough for groceries. I'm going to have enough for savings. I'm going to have enough to take someone to dinner. Like, you just go big and bold. And I'm excited to see what happens. And I do think we should have a vision board night again, because I think some of our vision board stuff from that night has already happened. And I would love to kind of revisit that and see what's happened. So, okay, I think that's it for now. But I just, I'm so proud of every one of you. So many of you are just really going to that next level. And I just am so excited. I really am, for what this team is going to do for the rest of this month. And so, yeah, lots of celebrating to do, and so grateful for all of you ladies. I hope you guys have a good night.